Hello guys, Brad again, and I thought I would do another rant type video this afternoon. Nothing better to do. And what had happened this morning is I got up and I was reading my Facebook like I normally do in the morning, and a buddy of mine, an old friend from my college days, he put something on his Facebook. He was asking if anybody had ever broken up with someone because they had bad taste in music. So that got me thinking that that would be a great subject for a video. Personally, I've never actually broken up with a girl because of her taste in music, but I can see how it could create, problems in a relationship. I mean, you think about how many times, how many hours you've spent with your girlfriend or your wife, and in the car especially, and her choice of music is going to become what you're forced to listen to. In the same way that a fragrance, if you wear a fragrance or she wears a fragrance and it doesn't sit right with you, you have to deal with that as well. So this is kind of like on the same vein, I think, as fragrance in terms of what it does to us. It could either become more appealing or just annoying. So let me give my thoughts on this whole thing here. I just thought I would touch on 5 different things here. The first thing is pretty much a given. Bands like Air Supply, Kenny G, Barry Manilow, Celine Dion. Guys, I think in general don't like those kinds of artists. And I'd say if you're a woman and you can possibly do without that kind of music, you're doing yourself a huge favor, and the guy you're with as well. So yeah, try to get rid of those CDs from your collection as soon as possible, and that will be very helpful to everybody involved. Number 2, I put Kenny Loggins. Now Kenny Loggins is very, I'm gonna say like a bipolar musician. But what I mean by that is that some of his songs are really good, and some of his songs are horrible. What I mean by that is whenever Kenny Loggins writes a song for a movie like Danger Zone for Top Gun, or I'm Alright for Caddyshack, or he wrote Footloose for Footloose. Those are great songs, very catchy, upbeat, and fun to listen to. On the other hand, he's written a lot of garbage. So, if your favorite song by Kenny Loggins is Whenever I Call You Friend, you need to get yourself a better favorite song, friend. Alright? Okay, so that was my number 2 there. And number 3, put Twilight soundtracks. Every time they do a movie for Twilight, they have to come out with this soundtrack, right? And some of the songs on these Twilight soundtracks aren't too bad. I mean, you have some modern bands on there like Paramore and Muse, which is great. However, you're driving down the road with your girlfriend, you see the album laying there, you got the picture of Bella and Edward and sitting there, and you're thinking, okay, there's this, teenage misunderstood vampire that's actually 1,000 years old, and his pouty girlfriend that would almost as soon sleep with the werewolf than the vamp. So try not to get the Twilight soundtracks. I would say if you like Paramore or Muse, just go ahead and get those albums instead. Leave the Twilight soundtracks in the the music store. And number 4, I put American Idol. Now, I like American Idol as much as the next guy. I think it's a great show. It's kind of like a glorified karaoke competition, But once the winner is chosen, that should be it, Bye-bye American Idol until next season. Let these guys get back to their day jobs, making pizzas and flipping burgers. So, if you have Clay Aiken, or if you have, stuff like that, some of the other ones, Taylor Hicks, Jordan Sparks, Kelly Pickler, you're not doing anybody any favors there as well. So I would say avoid all the American Idol related merchandise as much as possible. And finally, I saved one of the best for last, and that is Celtic music. Now, we all know that most women, by about the age of 5 or so, they have this desire to go and visit Ireland for some reason. Everybody has this conception in their brain that Ireland is the greatest place on earth, and they want to visit. They want to kiss the Blarney Stone. They want to see the Loch Ness Monster. They want to go to the Irish pubs and hostels and all that stuff. I would say, you know, I've never been to Ireland, but it's probably not all that it's, made up to be. Kissing the Blarney Stone is probably going to give you AIDS. You're never going to see the Loch Ness Monster, and those guys in the Irish pubs aren't as great as you think they're going to be. They're not going to look like, George Clooney or Brad Pitt. They're just a bunch of perverts that want to look at your boobs. Okay, so you can quit with the Celtic music. You don't have to listen to Celtic music all day long and dream of going to Ireland. If you like Dropkick Murphys or Flogging Molly, that's fine. But that other crap, where you got the mandolins and the violins and the pan flutes and that lady that sounds like she's having an orgasm while she's having a baby, we can do without all that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on women and their music. So, comment down below. Let me know if you think a woman's taste in music can affect a relationship, or how you feel about that. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.